Are you looking to take on one of Football Manager's best challenges in the youth only challenge and not sure what club to take it on with? Well, this video will give you the top 5 clubs to take on that challenge with and explain what the challenge is if you haven't heard about this challenge before. If you haven't heard about this challenge before, this challenge is where you can only use youth players and you have to win everything possible with them. So you have to win that Nations League and you have to win that nation's top continental competition as well, with only using players from your youth academy. Think of it as the class of 92 from Man United on steroids. And I'm going to go through now the top clubs that you can do this with in Football Manager 2024. Coming in at number 5 is Austrian Premier League side FC RB Salzburg. They are one of the top teams in terms of the challenges that you can do this with. They have had some unbelievable players come through their youth academy, like Hwang Hee-chan, currently at Wolverhampton Wanderers. They've got players like Erling Haaland that's come through as well, Xavi Schlager, so many players, Lima, Ilksander. A lot of the Austrian squad have come through Red Bull Salzburg at one time or another, or they have produced some of the best non-Austrian wonder kids in current times, like players like Erling Haaland. If we take a look at the facilities that the club have got to start off with, they've got superb training, superb youth, excellent academy coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment. So right off the bat, you are going to have the best facilities to bring through those new gens to take on this youth-only challenge with Salzburg. Now, their squad has got players in there that you can use for this challenge that have already come through their academy. Players like Matthias Kjærgaard. He was at Lyngby. He then moved to their academy team and came through the academy with them. So he is eligible for this challenge. Although he will be sought after by many a club, he will be one of the players that you can build this team around if you can keep him. Other players that have come through this academy are players like Luka Sucic. He is one of the best central midfield players on the game. He is unbelievable. One of the players that's helped me on many a save. But the new gens coming through RB Salzburg will be absolutely quality. They always produce great players, and it's a great team to start off with. Domestic dominance should not be an issue, even using youth players, in my humble opinion. The Austrian Premier League is not that strong, and Salzburg are the dominant club. Think Bayern Munich, but Austria. And can you take Salzburg with your youth-only players all the way to winning the Champions League? What an unbelievable achievement that would be if you could do that with RB Salzburg. In at 4th place is FC Noland in the Danish Superliga. They are a club that has been known for producing some great players down the years, and they have a unique twist. They have great footballing links with African football academies, particularly Ghana. They have a great responsibility out there of developing young Ghanaian talent and bringing them over to Noland, and that is set across most of Africa as well. As you will know, they've produced some great players like George Okore, one of the best players in Football Manager back in the day. They've had some good players come through the team as well. Their facilities are fairly good. As you can see, great training facilities, excellent youth facilities, excellent academy coaching, and excellent youth recruitment. So you know you're going to get quality new gens through the academy system here in Denmark. And we always know Denmark produces some great new gens. They've had some great players in the past. Domestically, it will be quite tough to compete with, because the other teams that you have to compete with in the Danish Superliga are FC Copenhagen and FC Midtjylland. Copenhagen are a very strong force in Football Manager and a very strong force in Danish football. They are one of the most dominant sides in Danish history. They've won the title so many times it is hard to count. It flitters between them and Midtjylland, and you've got Brøndby to throw into the mix as well. One of the teams that were very strong back in the early 1990s. Nordsjælland have won the title back in 2011. Can you bring domestic dominance to FC Noland using only youth-only players, and can you bring them all the way to winning the European Champions League? It will be an interesting journey. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever done anything like this with a Danish club. In 3rd place is the original youth-only challenge, and it is Athletico Bilbao. And I call it the original one because Bilbao can only use players that come from the Basque region in Spain. So they are very limited to the number of players they can get, and the easiest way to be Atletico Bilbao is to use new gens from their academy. They've had some great players come through the team, like Nico Williams, Adriz as well, if you remember him, the 36-year-old that was tearing up trees a few years ago, was absolutely class. Ika Munayin is one of the best young wonder kids on Football Manager back in the day. Players like Oscar De Marcos and so many more. Their squad, you can use them all because they are Basque and they would have came through the academy. Nico Williams is one of the best players that you can build this Bilbao side around. The 20-year-old winger's got 8 caps for Spain and 1 goal. He is worth £49 million. He is one of the best young wonder kids on the game, and you want to do everything you can to keep him because money means nothing really to Atletico Bilbao unless you can get some players from elsewhere. You're going to have to get them from your new gen academy, and that is what you have to do for this challenge as well. So it makes it easier that their club facilities are very good and built around the club's vision of only using Basque players. They have superb training facilities, superb youth facilities, excellent academy coaching, and good youth recruitment. One of the things I would do with Bilbao is get that good youth recruitment up to excellence, so you're making sure you're getting the best Basque new gens into your team. And competing domestically will be very hard with Bilbao. You've got big giants like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Valencia, all those big Spanish teams to compete with just new gen players. This is one of the hardest challenges you can do in Football Manager, but one of the most enjoyable. Can you take Bilbao all the way to being Spanish champions and to being European champions as well? In second place is Croatian giants Dynamo Zagreb. They have produced some great players down the years like Dario Simic, Igor Bishkan, Dominik Livakovic, Luka Modric, Marcelo Brozovic. All of these Croatian ballers, if they're great, they normally come from the Dynamo Zagreb academy, and that's because of the facilities that they have. They have great training facilities, excellent youth facilities, excellent academy coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment. So you know you're going to get the best Croatian new gens through your academy for this youth-only save. Their academy is absolutely stacked, and they've got a couple of players in the squad that you can use already. Gabriel Rukanavina is absolutely stacked. He is a pacey winger with a lot of talent. He is one of the best young wingers on the game, and he will help you carry this side domestically. Another player that has got a lot of talent is Martin Bacharina. He is a quality central midfield player, or a cam, the heir to Luka Modric at Dynamo Zagreb. He will definitely push you forward domestically because there isn't much domestically that you have to compete with in the Croatian league. Hajduk Split are one of the biggest rivals of Dynamo Zagreb, but you will clean up because they have won the league so many times in the past. As you can see, they only lost the league in 2016, 2017, but have won it since 2005. They are one of the most domestic dominant teams in Europe. Can you finally get some European trophies to this Croatian giant and make Dynamo Zagreb the best team in Europe? But in first place is a club that is very close to my heart. It is AFC Ajax. What a club they are. They have produced some of the best players down the years. Players like Edwin van der Sar. They've had legendary managers like Louis van Gaal. They've had great players like Marco van Basten, the De Boer brothers, Litmanen, Kluivert. So many players, Kanu, and the list just goes on and on and on. More recently, players like Wesley Sneijder. They've just had an unbelievable pool of talent come through this football club, and it is down to their facilities. They are known as one of the best academies in European football, if not in world football. They've got superb training facilities, excellent youth facilities, excellent academy coaching, and excellent youth recruitment. So you know in this youth-only challenge, you are going to get the best new gens through your academy 100% straight away. And they've got some players that you can use already. It wouldn't be Ajax without having those sort of players that you could already use. Players like Jorel Hato come through young Ajax. He is the best centre-back on the game. He is having an unbelievable season for Ajax in real life. He's currently club captain at 17 years of age. This guy is the heir to Virgil van Dijk. They've had some brilliant ballers come through, and he is one of the best. He is the one that they are all talking about. Domestically, things are hotting up for Ajax. They are not traditionally now one of the best teams in the Eredivisie. They have slumped down this season, and other big teams have come to the fore. You've got PSV, their traditional rivals, and Feyenoord as well in the Klassiker. Also, teams like AZ will provide stiff competition domestically, but Ajax, you should be able to get domestic dominance within the first couple of seasons and really push on. Ajax do have a great history in Europe as well, winning the Champions League in the mid-90s with their unbelievable side. If you don't know about that side, go and Google it. Some of the players in that team were just insane. And I feel like this is the best club you could take forward with this youth only challenge, because Dutch new gens are very, very good. The Ajax Academy is top notch, and there's no better club to do it at than Ajax.